This is not a cooking video. This is a gardening video. Do you know why? Because I grew these mushrooms in just over a week. So I was in need of a gardening project. I didn't want to start a bunch of seeds, that happens later, but I needed something to take that gardening edge off. So I grew some mushrooms. Look at this. So this is a block that is inoculated with shiitake mushroom spores. I got this from Jung Seed. They sent it out. I immediately started. It was just over a week ago that I started this. Tonight we are going to have shiitake mushroom risotto. So a box came today. Check this out. This looks super funky. It's my shiitake mushroom farm. Okay, so here's all the directions. Let me read these and then we'll get this going. So here it is. I put it on a little fancy tray because I thought it would fit better. It looks like a moldy loaf of bread kind of. So it does feel a little bit, I'm going to give it a little spritz before we cover it up in its little humidity bag. Okay, it is all set up in its little humidity dome. They send all this to you. So it's got these little bamboo skewers that you stick in the corners so it doesn't touch it. And two of the corners of this plastic bag are cut open so it's got some airflow. And then you tuck the bag under it, and then once a day you spritz it. And according to the directions, within a week I should have some little baby shiitakes. So we will check in. So it's day 3, and I just started pulling up the skirts on this, and I've been keeping it moist, but I think we have some mushrooms starting. Do you see like these little raised guys right there? I think we're starting to get some mushrooms, and there's another one over here. This little raised guy right there. Feels nice and humid in there. I'll probably spritz it because they said to spritz it every day. Very exciting things are happening. Let's do a little unveiling here. Do you see all the mushrooms? All the little bumps yesterday are definitely mushrooms today, and lots more to come. But the ones on top are, I mean, those really truly look like mushrooms. We have them all over the side here. I mean, it definitely looks crazy, but it is cool. Okay, these actually got away from me because they grew so quickly, but it's definitely time to get some of these cut off here. They're going to be too big. So I'm just going to slice this guy off right here. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm just going to harvest these and then we'll show you what we get. Okay. Look at this. Just to give you an idea, I'm definitely sure I let these go too long, but look at the size of that mushroom. That's probably the biggest one. And then I left some on. I think I might have had it not on the right side. I thought I had the bottom on the bottom, but a lot of them on the bottom were growing. So I'm going to just keep it going. And I think, you know, there's more little ones to develop here. And I think there might be more spores on there to keep going. So I'm just going to put this back under its little humidity dome and let these keep going. Maybe I'll get a second crop, but amazing. So I knew this would work. I mean, I think it's pretty much foolproof. I didn't expect to get such an enormous harvest of mushrooms, including the mushrooms that I've already cut up. I got this whole bowl, plus you can see that there's a ton still left on here that are just starting to get going. So it's unbelievable how many mushrooms I got from this, but that's not even the point of this. The whole point of this is how cool it is to watch this. So every day, all you have to do is spritz it. And within a couple of days, you start seeing these little raised bumps, and all of a sudden you have mushrooms, and then you blink and you turn around, and 2 days later, your mushrooms that were like this size are suddenly like this size. I couldn't believe it. So the proof's gonna be in the pudding. I'm gonna see how my mushrooms taste here in this risotto. The coolest thing about this is watching fungi do its thing and how quickly it works. Here's my suggestion. If you are the parent of maybe like a middle school kid, ask your kid's teacher if you can buy one of these for the classroom, because I have to think this would work so well in conjunction with a science unit on biology or botany or whatever, because this is pretty amazing and it is so much fun to watch, and it absolutely scratched that gardening itch for me. So I'm just gonna say this was the most fun I've had with a gardening kit ever. So cool to watch this. I am fascinated by fungi and mushrooms, and the fact that you get all these beautiful fresh mushrooms with which you can make a fabulous dinner. Well, I don't think it gets much better than that. Okay, here we go. I've never had one of those opportunities to have one of those, ooh, tastes so good faces, but let's try it. Tastes so good. If you want the link to grow your own mushrooms, it's in the description. It's fun. Turns out it's also delicious.